are you all doing? Oh my gosh. I know it has been quite some time since I have spoken with you guys and have done a video. Let me just start out by saying, y'all, I miss you guys so much. Oh my goodness. And y'all, I have to apologize for the delayed videos. As I said before, guys, my life has changed a lot. And I am just not at full capacity. And I really want to be, doing more videos and conversating with you guys a lot about so many different things that's been going on. So let me, as one of my YouTubers say, right out the chute, let me just say that we have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of catching up to do. I have so much to tell you guys. I want to bring y'all up to speed on just so many different things. So this is going to be a 2-part video. Probably. If my phone decides to allow me to do it. But I don't even know where to begin. I'm just, y'all, I don't even know where to begin. But let me just say, all is well. I've had some bumps in the road and a lot of things happening with me physically, as we all probably have. But, I said I'm going to do a video. Y'all have to excuse me, my hair's a mess. But I am going to do a video this month. And I'm going to try and do another video as well. But let's just take it one day at a time. Don't want to put the cart before the horse. But yeah, so I'm just really excited to talk to you guys. And so let's see. I'm just trying to think of where to start. I've had so many people ask me so many questions about the panel, about the t-shirts. What else? I've just met so many wonderful. So the good thing about this journey is that you get to meet so many wonderful people, and I have met so many wonderful people. Like y'all, it has been so amazing. Okay, so let's just get down to it. All right, y'all know I've been doing this t-shirt thing for a while, right? And I think I've found the t-shirts now that I like the best, that has the best quality. Each shirt is printed individually. I think it's hard to explain how I want to do it. I have a design for the shirt, obviously, but my shirts are done individually because I have a special print for my shirt. And I know that some people want the same things for their shirts, but as I said in my last video, if it's not a standard shirt and you want something printed on there, that's personalized, then I will share the person's information with you that actually designs the shirts. But I didn't want to buy the shirts in bulk because I wasn't sure who would actually still get their shirts. So I was trying to, it's hard to explain. I guess I was just trying to make sure that whoever said they wanted the shirt will actually pay for their shirt and get it. So where am I going with this? What I'm saying is I have a shirt that I had made that's finally finished. I'm going to wear it and let you all see it. And if you like it and you want to get it, then you can email me at which one? CP questions and help at Gmail. CP questions and help 07@gmail.com. You can email me there after you see the t-shirts and tell me if you are still interested in getting one. I will put the email address. I'm sorry, I'm driving, so I want to make sure I'm doing the speed limit. I will put the email address in the description if you are interested in still wanting to get a t-shirt after I show you all the finished and final product. Once the original shirt that I ordered, the purple one that you guys saw, it was too small. I didn't realize that I had grown as much as I did, and so I tried another t-shirt in another color, but I didn't like the way it fit. So I finally found a shirt where the print is on it, the Cryptic Pregnancy print is on it, and the shirts are really, really comfortable. So, with that being said, they have not gone away. The t-shirts are still there, and I'm going to wear it. I'm going to take pictures of it and let you see it. And if you would like one, then you can email me. Okay, so just wanted to get that out the way. So now let's talk about the panel. So you know that I told you guys that I'm going to be starting a panel of discussion through Zoom with having conversation about cryptic pregnancy, abdominal pregnancy, ectopic pregnancy, whatever situation we may find ourselves in with these extended gestational pregnancies, right? So I'm still working behind the scenes with it. I have not forgotten, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't push it out as soon as I did, because actually I've had a couple of people, actually quite a few, new people express their interest in wanting to be a part of the panel. And so I have partnered with an individual who, let's just say, has really been an asset to me in terms of trying to get some answers to our cause, okay? And so we have been collaborating and just gathering some data and some information about our pregnancies, right? And so I just have a lot of information that I plan to share with you all at some point, that I think and I personally believe is going to be really helpful, and I'm going to share that with you. I don't know if I'm going to wait until the panel to tell you, or if I'll just start kind of sharing things here and there. I'll see. It just depends on what it is. So I don't want you all to think that it's not happening. It is happening. I just want it to be done in a way that I feel is going to be the most helpful, the most useful, and the most resourceful. And when I say resourceful, meaning, where people can actually take the information and get help. So, and this really just have a platform for people to kind of just open up and talk and breathe and, vent and things like that. So, yeah, so the panel is still happening. If you are interested in being a part of the panel, you can email me at the CP Experience 07@gmail.com. I will put the email in the description, and if you are interested in being on a panel to have topics of discussion about cryptic pregnancy, then feel free to express your interest, and I will be talking with you about it. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know where I am, right? Y'all already know where I am. I'm just trying to do something to this big hair of mine. I'm in the car. Y'all don't get out much. I do not get out much. It is a challenge for me to get out of the house, but some things are unavoidable. I have to still live and conduct business and take care of my affairs with my family and my personal life. So, the struggle is real. I do what I gotta do. But so yeah, so that's a little talk about the panel. It is still in progress. I'm still doing that. That has not gone away. The t-shirts have not gone away. I just don't want to produce any junk, and I don't want to produce or put something out there that I wouldn't like or I wouldn't wear. And then it's slow too, because I got a lot going on, y'all. I'm not going to even lie. I have a lot going on in my life personally. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, so I have a lot going on. So I have to kind of do things when I'm mentally and physically able to. So my progress might be a lot slower than most people, but bear with me, hang in there with me. Don't give up on the sister. I got y'all. I do. So, I hope that you all have been doing well. My hair is just like out of control. I'm so sorry. Y'all know I usually don't mess with my hair and all that stuff, but I'm changing my angle from doing this recording, and I'm like, oh, though, that's what it looks like from this side. Ooh. But anyway, what else? Yeah, so t-shirts panel. Okay, so, let me just let you all know what, I have been working on. Not just me, but, a couple of, me and someone else. And we're gonna be expanding, at some point. And when I say, I got a piece of hair on me. When I say expanding, that just means that once we get to a certain place, we're going to have other people to join our team. So what I'm doing is I am, like I said, I'm sure we're all researching to try to get help with our pregnancies and talking to doctors and things like that. And I've had so many women, and those who have been CP for a while, y'all already know how when you first start going to the doctor because you're feeling symptoms of pregnancy and stuff like that, how the doctors always say you're not pregnant, your blood test still comes back negative, urine, blood, and they start saying we have tumors and anything but a baby, right? So a lot of questions that I get is, the doctors keep saying I'm not pregnant, and they keep telling me I'm crazy. They don't believe me. They telling me I have diabetes. They're telling me I have fibroids. And those things may be true. You may have those things, but that doesn't mean that your situation is not true about being cryptically pregnant. It is what I've learned about this pregnancy and the medical field and things like that, is that they have a system of belief behind their work, and they're not going to risk their jobs to try and step outside of the box. It's unfortunate that they would even go to the point of saying that they don't, and maybe some of them don't, but it's been my experience where I've been told that my babies aren't there and they're there, and the doctors have actually seen them, but they won't admit it. That part I will never understand. And then, you have doctors that just aren't interested in listening to what you have to say. They want you to believe that something is mentally wrong. And because it's the type of pregnancy is so rare and it is so different and it defies medicine, and your HCG is not gonna be normal, unless your pregnancy turns normal. It is a very controversial pregnancy. It is a very difficult pregnancy. It's hard to understand, and I get it, but that doesn't mean that we should not be heard and we should be blown off. And a lot of us are blown off because we're like, no, I feel movement. My stomach is growing. They want you to believe it's anything else but pregnancy, and they're not going to dig. So what I'm saying is we have to find a way around that. We have to find a way to get them to pay attention, to get them to listen, and to get them not to be closed-minded, to get them to do their jobs, to get them to pay special attention to my particular situation and me as an individual patient. I'm not like everybody else. My experience is not like everybody else. So if you got to dig a little harder and a little deeper and go outside the box and perform tests that you normally wouldn't perform just to see if what I'm going through has anything to do with what I'm going through has any validity at all, give me the test. So we gotta find if you call your insurance, everybody doesn't have medical insurance, but if you have medical insurance, there are advocates that you can get through your medical insurance that will help you and advise you on what to do when in a situation where you feel like you're not getting the type of medical care that you feel you should get. Now, I don't know how good they are, how well all of them service, each person, but I'm just putting it out there that if you want an advocate to help fight for you medically, I think you can go through your insurance company to pursue that. Keep documents of all of your test results. Any test results you get, keep documents of it. Get more than one opinion, and a lot of times the doctors are going to say the same thing. But just for medical records, get more than one opinion. Now with CP, you have to kind of give it some time, meaning your body is going to change over a period of time. I mean, it may be rapid change, it may be consistent changing over a period of time. You're still probably going to have a period. That's just the large percentage of CP moms still have their period. And I'm just giving y'all some symptoms and stuff so that when you go to the doctor and you come back and it says that your test is negative, that is normal in CP. Okay? And if your blood test is negative, that's normal in CP. Because like I said, our pregnancies, oh man, they're just so complicated. And I don't have all the answers, y'all. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do. But, I'm in this fight just like you guys are. So if I can give any type of tip or knowledge or whatever the case may be, I'll do that. But go online and research and see what kind of non-invasive tests you can take, like something like the sneak peek. See if you can get a fetal DNA test done. I'm trying to think what else you can do. Just keep medical records. If you're disabled or you don't have transportation or you can't afford to go to the doctors every month, go every 3 months, go every 4 months to the doctor for a checkup. A lot of doctors don't want to give ultrasounds depending on your medical situation or your medical insurance. If they don't believe that you're pregnant, they're going to fight you tooth and nail to try to give you an ultrasound. But if you want one, you got to fight. And that's the whole thing. We got to fight. But when you fight smart. I'm trying to think what else. For me, what I've been doing is I just been but obviously time is going to go by in this process. But while that's happening, because there's new information that comes on the internet all the time. So if it's not somebody that I'm talking to help me learn about things, I'm just, making sure I'm taking care of myself the best way that I can. I may try another doctor after a certain period of time has gone by just to see if somebody can give me a different perspective. Because you never know, you might meet a doctor and you may say, well, I'm experiencing this, is there any way I could have an MRI done? So when one doctor says no, then go see another doctor. But if you have to space that out, I understand. Because after a while you get tired mentally and you get tired physically and you get tired of hearing them tell you the same thing over and over again. So that's going to get old, when doctors are just refusing to help you. So my thought was, okay, we got to get past this bump in the road. We got to get past, always being told no, we're not pregnant, blah, blah, blah. Something else has to be done. So guess what? I'm on it. Your girl is on it. Like I said, I'm partner. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to speak too much on it. But it's some things that's going to be happening where I can help provide more answers to this situation with us being pregnant. I don't know how long it's going to take or anything like that, but believe me, I'm in the trenches with y'all, and you are not alone. And I've not been confirmed medically as being pregnant, and I will be the first to tell anybody that. And I'm not going to y'all pass my exit. Y'all know this is what happens when I start videoing and driving. I don't pay attention to where I'm going. I just drive. Now I got to figure out where I'm at. Let me see, where am I going? Lord have mercy. And you know this always happens when you don't have a lot of gas in your car and it's raining outside. But anyway, y'all, I'm in the trenches working to try to get some answers that and try to and not only that, to have the knowledge that we need to make doctors do their job. There's certain things that we just don't know to say. There's certain things that we just don't know to do. And if we knew better, knew what to do better than what we are now, we would probably have. Hold on, y'all. We would definitely have more answers. We would definitely have more answers if we knew a more strategic way to make these doctors do their job. And so that's what we're finding out. We're finding out shortcuts. We're finding out how to try to go around these typical OBGYN doctors that don't want to do their job. And if they do, they halfway do it or they dismiss us. We're just trying to find a smarter way to deal with this pregnancy. And to bypass all of the disappointment and the dismissals of our feelings and our emotions and things like that. So we're just trying to find a smarter way to deal with it. And so that's what I'm working on. Things that the doctors are going to be like, how did you know that? Or who told you that? Or where'd you get this information from? They're going to want to know how you knew to say and do certain things. And I'm not trying to, hold on, y'all. I'm not trying to hype y'all up or nothing like that and saying that I'm going to work this magic and it's just going to happen. But we have to believe that, we're going to get the answers that we need at some point. And it's going to take hard work to get it done. And again, I'm not working alone. I've got people that are interested in joining me. I'm actually working with certain people to get us these answers. So like I said, I'm not going to give it all away. But just know, guys, that I'm going to work to get us some answers. If you are going through a cryptic pregnancy or a abdominal pregnancy, extended gestational, I don't know, y'all. We can learn to find out that these pregnancies have a name that we never heard of. But right now, we're going to go with CP, okay? But we're looking to get around, not even necessarily get around, but to get the answers that we need to get the treatment and the care that we deserve. So if you feel like you're experiencing this kind of pregnancy and you're not sure, because I had women reach out to me and said that they're 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, and I can't necessarily say that that's a cryptic pregnancy. So yeah, I all I can do is listen to what they're saying to me and try to assess their situation. Usually when you say you're 8, 9, 10 weeks, that's pretty early for a cryptic pregnancy. You just got to give your body time. Let me see where I'm at, y'all. Hold on. Where am I going? I'm going to... Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. I took the scenic route, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, so if you're saying you're 9 or 10 weeks or whatever like that, that's still in the stages of that could be considered a normal pregnancy. The only thing I would say is if you had your tubes tied or you feel like you're pregnant, even though your tubes have been tied or something like that, or you're on some type of contraceptive, but even though you're having your period, you still feel movement. So it just really depends. So you gotta kind of, if when you ask me questions and you say you're you're 8 weeks and 10 weeks, you gotta be a little bit more specific and detail about your situation in order for me to give you my humble opinion. I'm not a professional, I don't have a degree in cryptic pregnancy or anything like that. All I can do is share with you my experience. And I say that all the time because I don't want anybody to feel like what I say is the gospel, or what I say, because everybody's experience with this situation is different. So if you ask me, I'm solely giving you my opinion. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all, that I'm definitely not just, sitting back making videos. I'm actually working to get some answers. If this is what I would suggest, and this is what I found to be very helpful. If you all know, and you can email me this information if you want to. If you all know of a doctor or any type of medical professional that supports CP, share it with me. Email me. Let me know if you all have any pertinent or crucial information that can help us get through this pregnancy a little bit easier. Email me at the CP Experience 07@gmail.com. I'm going to put the email links in the description. Share whatever information with me that you might have with doctors that will actually help us in some way, shape, or form. Like, I had somebody email me and reach out to me because I made a statement about my doctor being supportive and helping me, and it's my primary doctor. And when I say supportive, she believes that I'm pregnant, and how she helps me is if I need like an ultrasound done or some type of test done or whatever like that, she will examine me and we'll talk about it, and 9 times out of 10 she will support me. And she wasn't the type, so she's not a OBGYN, so she can't necessarily deliver my baby, but she supports me. She doesn't make me feel like I'm crazy. And so I had someone reach out wanting to know if I could share my doctor's information with them, but I just explained that she's not helping me in that kind of way in terms of delivering my baby, but helping me to get to where I need to get. So even in that, if you know somebody, a doctor that is willing to help, I don't know, everybody is in different areas, everybody's in different locations. So if you have a doctor or some type of midwife or doula or specialist that supports our pregnancy, please share that information with me, because y'all, we gotta help and support one another. We can't know something that's going to be beneficial and not share it. All right. Now, one thing that I also want to share with you guys is when I start to get the answers that I'm looking for, I want to say that I'm going to go through the process first. Meaning, I am not going to share anything with you that I have not experienced firsthand. So, for example, let's say I have a test done, right? And I know that this test is going to prove that I'm pregnant. If I have a test done, right? And this test is supposed to help confirm my pregnancy. But let's say I take this test and the test does not work and it does not confirm my pregnancy. I'm not going to advise anybody to have that test done. I'm not, because one, if it didn't work for me, everybody's body is different, but I'm not going to share that with someone else and get their hopes up and the test is not successful to them or for them. So what I'm doing is I'm going to stand in the line of fire first. go through all of the whatever, being told no's and all of the tests and all of that, and see, and when I finally come across something that I feel is beneficial, that I feel that it's worthy of sharing, then I will put that information out there. But I'm not going to share information with someone, make them think that this is going to, be a success for them, and it's not. You have to make sure that when you provide information for people, that you have a disclaimer behind your efforts. Make sure you have a disclaimer. So, like, I can say I took this test, it didn't work for me, but if you want to try it, you can try it. It may be beneficial for you, but I want to let you know I tried it and it did not work. But the reason why I suggest you trying it at your own risk is because everybody's body is different. Now, you at that point have a choice to say, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm not going to try it. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try and ask my doctor to give me this test and see what happens. But I'm going to be honest and open and honest and say, I found out about this particular test. I tried it, it didn't work. But if you guys want to try it, you can. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to stand in the line of fire first and try it first before I put it out there. Because we have to be honest, guys, and we have to do things with integrity. Okay? So, I'm going to get ready to end this video because it is actually 30 minutes gone by already, and I think I'm also at my destination. But yeah, so I always get these shops mixed up. I don't think this is it. Hold on. Oh no, it's the next one. But yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just taking care of some stuff with my car. But I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be providing information for you guys at some point. But I'm gonna try to make sure that I've done my very best to do justice for you guys. And I'm gonna be honest about, how things turn out, what I feel about it, and just to tell you all what my experience is about. So yeah, so hopefully this first video has been a help to you guys. I miss you all so much. There's some shout outs that I want to give. It's so many things that I want to say. Y'all know I feel like I'm just all over the place with this video, but it's like I'm excited, but then it's like I had so much to say. All at the same time, and I'm probably really loud. I'm loud, y'all. So if I'm too loud, just turn the volume down, okay? Just turn the volume down. But anyway, y'all, the guys here to help me with my car. I gotta end this video, but I love you guys, and I'll part 2 real soon. All right, bye.